Welcome to Qatar, Pipelines to Success.
أكيد أني متفائل. قطر اليوم تشهد طفرة.
I am very optimistic regarding the economic future. The state of Qatar is now having a gigantic development process, which is led by His Highness the Emir and covers all economic sectors, including education, business, infrastructure, industry, human development, and private sector development. This sustainable development has attracted a lot of foreign direct investments to Qatar, which in return helps to keep the growth wheel running and creating more economic prosperity in the future. Furthermore, Qatar has taken steps towards liberalizing the economy, such as allowing non-Qataris to deal in Doha stock market and developing regulations that facilitate freedom of trade and construction sectors and advancement of industries, for which a number of multinational companies seriously entered the local markets, and the private sector realized the importance of upgrading its capabilities to follow the economic boom.
The Qatari economy is market-oriented, and the state continually enacts and updates legislation to bolster the trend of economic openness towards all countries of the world.
The Middle East market itself is a homogeneous market, and Qatar is part of the GCC Customs Union and the GCC economic agreements. Foreign investors should really look at setting up in Qatar. It is investor friendly, the quality of life is quite good here, and they should look at Qatar really as a stepping stone to actually exporting to the GCC market as a whole. Obviously the GCC market is quite a big market. You can export into Saudi Arabia, the UAE and to other GCC states. So foreign investors should really look at Qatar as being a stepping stone into a bigger market.
Over the past 10 years, Qatar has progressed substantially in various economic and social fields. Its national government policy has continually encouraged the principles of a free and market-oriented nation. This is clearly reflected in the country's economic plan. It places international economic dynamics and political developments on as high a priority scale as the best interest of the national economy.
Qatar has opened almost 5 fields or 5 sectors that the foreign investor can invest up to 100%, which is manufacturing industry, education, health services, tourism and agriculture. So those 5 sectors are open for international investors, as well as transfer of capital, transfer of funds, transfer of financial currencies. There is no limit on that. Of course, except for the money laundering, which is not, of course, allowed in Qatar. Other than that, it's a free market. There is no restriction in transfer of money or profits or anything.
Because of its excellent relationships with its neighbors and it being recognized as a gateway to the wider business world, Qatar is increasingly becoming the major vessel for business flowing through the GCC. In order to facilitate economic diversification, the state places the country's infrastructure, such as roads, utilities, ports, and telecommunications, high on its list of priorities. The long-term goal is to attract foreign investment and help increase and diversify the sources of national income.
We have also to support the other sectors of non-oil and gas, and this should be very clear from the point of the government. And I will give you just one example. The capacity of the state today, it is actually, we have a limitation of the capacity if we compare it to the rate of the growth that we have. From the roads to the sewage, to the airport, to the electricity, to all these things. I think the responsibility of the Minister of Finance is to fund and to allocate enough budget for these things that I mentioned, that in the end we can be in the
projects that are happening now, which the private sector cannot take. It's overloaded actually with the project. So, and also there are opportunities in the manufacturing industries where the foreign investor can invest up to 100% ownership in the manufacturing industry, and the Qatar government gives good incentives for investors in manufacturing industries.
With the upward revision to the oil price forecast, the outlook for Qatar's external position has strengthened from an already extremely robust one. Exports rose by approximately 30% in 2004 and another 45% in 2005 to reach an estimated $24.9 billion. Qatar's trade account will continue to record substantial surpluses.
Qatar used to be a very small community with a heavily consumer market. Now things are changing, and we could see that Qatar is being put in the international map. 30 years back, it was really very slow in Qatar. But compared to that period, now we could see that it is just starting. I could feel it, that it's just a start of a big boom. Everybody is looking at Qatar as a very big potential market.
Coming up next, finance. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
Join with us, United Development Company, the joint venture partner for international investors in Qatar and beyond. A Gulf Business Top 100 company and the largest private firm listed on the Doha securities market. We establish, manage, and operate several premium business and industrial developments, like the Pearl Qatar, Qatar Dredging Company, Qatar Cool, and others. Our range of interests provides many exciting opportunities for excellent partnerships. UDC, creating partnerships for progress.
Global, expanding, and innovative. At Doha Bank, we're worth getting to know. We're your one-stop financial partner with award-winning operations in retail, corporate banking, and now project financing. One of Qatar's largest banks, we're proud of our product range, customer service, and state-of-the-art systems. Our New York office can help introduce you to what we do best. Doha Bank. There's so much to look forward to. Work with an expert, the Engineering Building Materials Company. At EBMC, we have over 30 years of experience supplying building materials across the Gulf. In Qatar, we're best known for our steel and lumber sales. Sister company, the Engineering Rebar Factory, is your reinforced steel expert. We use the most up-to-date technology to ensure top quality, efficiency, and punctuality. At ERF, our customer is our business partner. EBMC and ERF. Together, we stand for quality and service. Representing the best of Qatari enterprise, Āl Thānī Holding, a group of 20 global companies begun as a small local business 4 decades ago. Real estate services, commercial and industrial projects, working closely with local and international partners. Our skills, experience, and vision show what can be achieved in Qatar. Āl Thānī Holding, quality for life.
With Qatar successfully established as a promising business destination, creating a hub for financial services was the next logical step to growth.
Just recently, we launched a financial center, which has their own regulatories, and actually I call it a state in a state of Qatar. Their laws is different, the regulatory is different, the jurisdiction is different, everything is free from the hand of the state of Qatar.
The opening of the Qatar Financial Center offers the world's international financial services community an exciting new window. Through this, they can participate in the generation of truly international business and share in the enormous wealth being created in the Gulf region.
The government is investing $100 to $135 billion in various sectors in Qatar. That requires an enormous amount of financial capital. At the moment, the financial market in Qatar is quite small. So our job is to encourage international financial firms to come and base themselves in Qatar, bring intellectual capital, bring financial capital that will be used to develop the market and which will be used to make the investment that the Qatari government wishes to have. Financial firms that are interested in setting up in the QFC readily understand that the business case is very clear. $130 billion of investment is an incentive in its own right.
Several elements make doing business in the Qatar Financial Center a low-risk proposition. The direct costs of the Qatar Financial Center are designed to match and support the growth of the companies within.
The business incentives that the government is offering are quite attractive and very much compete on an international scale with other nations trying to attract foreign inward investment. There are tax breaks in terms of corporate tax exemptions for periods between 5 and 10 years. Projects are also given customs duty exemptions, and again those exemptions can actually span from 5 to 10 years. Land is available at subsidised rates, and the lease terms for land are for 50 years, renewable. Qatar has a very modern infrastructure. There are no barriers to remittance of profits or capital back to the home country of a foreign investor.
Low political risk, coupled with excellent country and financing risk evaluations from major ratings agencies, mean that Qatar is unparalleled in terms of opportunities for generating revenue.
The climate is there, the opportunities is there, and we will be happy to receive what we call it a wish list from any investor or from private sector, and to see how much we can match with their wishes. Our country is open for any investor that he is going to add a value to our economy.
With unprecedented levels of economic growth and a significant volume of committed investment in the immediate pipeline, the prospects for financial service companies to get involved range across the entire spectrum of financial service activities.
What we're interested in is bringing in a broad range of financial institutions. What we've been very pleased to see so far is the range of firms that are coming to talk to us and the range of firms that are making applications for licenses. We've got firms coming from North America, we've got firms coming from the EU, from Indian subcontinent, from the region, and from Asia. So as a result of the diverse range of firms coming here, you're going to see a broadening of the financial market, and that is going to bring in a lot of opportunity.
The government of Qatar has outstanding experience in key areas of financing, including sovereign debt issuance, issuance of Sharia's compliant bond, known as sukuk, and project financing.
Qatar is a booming economy. It is running in a surplus budget for the last 7 successive years. And there are captive consumption for oil and gas around the world. For example, Japan, Korea, India, UK. UK is the 4th largest trading partner. Brazil, US. There are countries who have got a long-term contract with Qatar. If you factor the revenue earning capacity in futuristic terms and extrapolate the budget, it's going to run in a surplus budget for n number of years. Essentially, there is an absolute opportunity for everyone.
Coming up next, energy. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
At the Arab Building Materials Company, we've been supplying Qatar with top-quality construction materials for over 30 years. We've been involved with major projects like the new Doha International Airport. Our reputation, experience, and customer service make us a prime candidate for international partnerships. The Arab Building Materials Company. Let's do business. National Petroleum Services, your one-stop for support services in the energy sector, providing comprehensive, integrated services for the oil and gas industry in the Middle East. Our local knowledge and expertise will help satisfy any of our customer needs. Our subsidiaries, National Drilling Company, National Petroleum Technology, and National Oil Well Maintenance Company can take care of it all: drilling, cementing, coiled tubing, and logging, to name a few. While planning to launch an IPO in the near future, we are already looking at joint ventures in other sectors. Investors and potential partners, regional and international, are always welcome to meet with us. With our directors at the helm, we'll keep striving to be the region's #1 provider of integrated professional services to the energy industry. Continual expansion will help take us to that #1 spot. National Petroleum Services. We aim high and go beyond.
A story of a land that never stops from giving its children hidden treasures. We foster innovation and create bonds between people, between nations. Nurturing the land under a ceiling of durable love. Fulfilling every generation's needs and thrive to cherish them. We help building skills and are proudly part of building our nation. From the mysteries of the desert to the wide open seas, with never-ending stories to be told, creating bonds of life and preserving it. Capco, in just about everything.
Qatar has proven recoverable oil reserves of 15.2 billion barrels. In 2005, Qatar's average output of crude oil was estimated at 790,000 barrels per day. But another bigger and more lucrative source of energy lies beneath this tiny country. In 1971, Qatar discovered it was sitting on 6% of the world's natural gas reserves. Since then, work has been in progress to exploit this newfound source of wealth.
Today, Qatar will be one of the main players in the gas industry around the world. Qatar as a second reserve in the whole in the world in gas. For sure, their game and their play, and will be more and more extended. And this is a door that to investors to be entered to the gas industries. And we believe Qatar as what I call the heaven of the investors.
Most of Qatar's natural gas is located in the North Field, the largest unassociated gas field in the world. Spanning over an area of 3,700 square miles, the field holds recoverable reserves of over 380 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Qatar Gas and RasGas are the two Qatar Petroleum subsidiaries which share the North Field's reserves for LNG production.
Today, the Qatar energy sector is probably one of the most vibrant and booming of all of the energy sectors globally, particularly in the hydrocarbon side of the energy sector. The North Field, which is the single largest non-associated gas reservoir in the world, has enabled the development of the hydrocarbon sector to advance at an incredibly fast pace. And Qatar has achieved, since Qatar Gas and RasGas began producing LNG, Qatar has achieved many records in the industry that have contributed to Qatar now being one of the largest exporters of LNG, which is liquefied natural gas, to global markets.
RasGas is Qatar's second LNG project, of which Qatar Petroleum and ExxonMobil are the two majority shareholders. In 2003, Qatar Petroleum and ExxonMobil signed an agreement for the construction of RasGas 2, a facility planned to compress the two largest liquefaction trains ever built. The Dolphin Gas project is another significant international joint venture between Qatar Petroleum and the United Arab Emirates Dolphin Energy Limited. With oil and LNG export levels secured for years to come, Qatar's energy sector is exploring its options to the fullest. The leadership's policy for economic diversification has led to a surge in investment in projects for the export of LNG and petrochemicals.
Also, we are giving a lot of attention to different sectors, using gas as a base or as a feed. As the petrochemicals, today Qatar is one of the leading in the petrochemicals in the area. We hopefully to increase our production of petrochemicals by 2010 to one of the main leaders in this business. Also in fertilizers, we are one of the biggest producers in the world.
Developments in the non-oil energy sector will be the main contributor to economic growth, as continued rapid expansions of Qatar's LNG and petrochemical industries result in steep increases in export volumes. Qatar Petrochemical Company, QAPCO, and Qatar Fertilizer Company, QAFCO, are the two largest and most profitable downstream ventures under Qatar Petroleum.
QAPCO is basically a company which was established in 1974. It's the first petrochemical project which was established in the Middle East. And the purpose of QAPCO is basically to utilize the gas into production of petrochemical products. And the main products we get into is plastic products like polyethylene. QAPCO is owned by IQ, Industry of Qatar, which is owned fully by Qatar Petroleum, 80%. 20% is owned by international investors from France. It's Total Petrochemical, which is a well-known oil and gas company, and we are jointly investing in petrochemical.
With constant plans to expand their operations and capacities, both LNG and petrochemical producers in Qatar are expecting a continued overall increase in exports.
I think Qatar will have really growth prospects in petrochemical because, as you know, the petrochemical production is cyclical. I mean, the market and economics of these projects are cyclical depending on the market situation. And having a petrochemical based on gas would make it more competitive in the future. Therefore, I feel that Qatar is really positioned to become a major supplier of these petrochemical commodities.
Qatar's original markets for its LNG exports were the world's two largest LNG importers, Japan and South Korea. With such vast reserves of natural gas, Qatar has also been exploring the developments of gas-to-liquids projects. Qatar Petroleum and South Africa's Sasol joined forces to create Oryx GTL. Pearl GTL, another joint venture between QP and Shell, is an even bigger project in both size and capacity.
Most of our project today is joint ventures. The gas and the petrochemicals and gas to liquid. And we believe very strongly that combined technology with financial, marketing, with international companies, will be giving a lot of added value to these projects. And since a few years ago, we succeed to bring a lot of or intensive huge of foreign investment in our energy sectors.
Generating economic diversification has set Qatar on the path. The global economic corridor may soon be fast-tracking its way to the model economy that is Qatar.
For the coming 5 years, Qatar is going to invest over $100 billion in all the sectors of the economy. Some $30 billion will be invested in infrastructure, like education and tourism, and some $70 billion will be invested in oil and gas business, out of which is about $12 billion will be invested in the petrochemical. And so we see that Qatar for the coming 5 years will expand in many areas, and which will have really an opportunity for international investors to come and participate in the development for Qatar.
Thank you for watching Qatar, Pipelines to Success. We hope it has given you a new perspective on everything that this forward-thinking nation has to offer.